The Mysterious Forest, An Adventure in a Magical Forest Part 1. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young girl named Lily. She was curious and loved to explore. One sunny morning, Lily heard a story from her grandmother about a mysterious forest. This forest was said to be magical, full of strange creatures and hidden treasures. Lily's eyes sparkled with excitement as she listened. "Be careful, Lily," her grandmother warned. "Many people have gone into the forest and never returned." But Lily was not afraid. She decided to visit the mysterious forest and discover its secrets. She packed a small bag with some food, water, and a map. Early the next morning, she set off on her adventure. As Lily walked towards the forest, she felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. The trees were tall and dense, blocking out much of the sunlight. The air was cool and smelled of fresh leaves and earth. Birds sang songs high up in the branches, and small animals scurried through the underbrush. After a while, Lily came to the edge of the forest. She took a deep breath and stepped inside. The forest was dark and quiet, except for the rustling of leaves and the occasional chirp of a bird. Lily walked carefully, following the path on her map. As she ventured deeper into the forest, she noticed strange things. The trees seemed to move slightly, as if they were alive. Flowers glowed with a soft light, and tiny, colorful insects buzzed around them. Lily felt like she was in a different world. Suddenly, she heard a soft, melodic voice. "Welcome, traveler," it said. Lily turned around, but saw no one. "Who are you?" she asked. "I am the spirit of the forest," the voice replied. "You are brave to come here." "What do you seek?" Lily thought for a moment. "I want to see the magic of the forest and find the hidden treasure," she said. The forest spirit laughed gently. "Very well, but you must be kind and respectful to the forest and its creatures. Follow the path, and you will find what you seek." Lily continued walking, feeling a sense of wonder and excitement. She soon came across a small stream. The water was crystal clear, and fish swam happily. She sat by the stream to rest and eat some food. As she ate, a small, furry animal approached her. It looked like a rabbit, but had long, flowing fur and big, bright eyes. "Hello," said Lily. "Are you from the forest?" The animal nodded. "I am called Whisper. I can show you the way to the treasure, but you must promise to help the forest." Lily agreed eagerly. "Of course, I will help." Whisper led Lily through the forest, showing her many amazing sights. They saw trees that sang when the wind blew, flowers that danced in the sunlight, and a meadow full of colorful butterflies. Lily felt like she was in a dream. As they walked, Whisper told Lily about the forest's magic. "The forest is alive with ancient magic," he said, "but it is also in danger. Some people come here to take the magic for themselves, and the forest grows weaker each time." Lily felt sad hearing this. "How can I help?" she asked. You must find the heart of the forest and speak to the guardian, Whisper replied. The guardian will tell you what to do. They continued their journey, and soon they came to a large, ancient tree. It was bigger than any tree Lily had ever seen. Its trunk was wide and covered in moss, and its branches spread out like a giant umbrella. In the center of the tree was a door. "This is the heart of the forest," Whisper said. "Go inside and find the guardian." Lily took a deep breath and pushed open the door. Inside, she found herself in a beautiful room filled with light. At the center stood a tall figure with glowing eyes and a gentle smile. "Welcome, Lily," said the guardian. "I have been waiting for you." Lily was amazed. "How do you know my name?" she asked. "I know all who enter the forest," the guardian replied. "You have come to help, and for that, I am grateful." The guardian told Lily about the magic of the forest and how it needed to be protected. "There is a treasure, but it is not gold or jewels," the guardian explained. "The true treasure is the magic itself, which must be kept safe." Lily listened carefully and promised to do whatever she could to help. The guardian smiled and gave her a small, glowing crystal. "This will guide you on your journey," the guardian said. "Take care and remember your promise." Lily left the heart of the forest, holding the crystal tightly. Whisper was waiting outside. "Did you find the guardian?" he asked. "Yes," Lily said. "I have a crystal to guide me." "Let's continue our journey." Together, they walked deeper into the forest, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Stay tuned for part 2, where Lily and Whisper encounter new adventures and work to protect the magical forest. The Mysterious Forest, an adventure in a magical forest part 2. Lily and Whisper walked deeper into the forest, the crystal glowing softly in her hand. The further they went, the more magical and mysterious the forest became. Strange creatures peeked out from behind trees, and the air was filled with the sound of whispers and songs. As they walked, Whisper told Lily more about the forest. Long ago, the forest was even more magical. But as people took more and more from it, the magic began to fade. The guardian is trying to protect it, but we need help. Lily felt a strong sense of duty. "I will do everything I can to help protect the forest," she promised. Suddenly, the path ahead of them was blocked by a thick wall of vines. They were long and twisted, with sharp thorns. Whisper looked worried. "These are the thorn vines," he said. "They are very dangerous. We must find another way." But Lily was determined. "The crystal will guide us," she said. She held up the crystal, and it glowed brighter, illuminating a narrow path to the left. "Let's go this way." They followed the new path, which led them to a beautiful clearing. In the center of the clearing was a small pond with water as clear as glass. Floating above the water were small, glowing orbs. Lily was fascinated by their gentle light. "These are the light orbs," Whisper explained. They will help us see in the dark parts of the forest. Lily gently touched one of the orbs, and it floated into her hand, glowing brightly. She felt a warm, comforting sensation. "Thank you," she whispered to the orb. As they left the clearing, they noticed the forest growing darker. The trees were taller and closer together, blocking out the sunlight. Strange sounds echoed through the trees, and the air grew colder. But Lily was not afraid. With the crystal and the light orb, she felt brave. They walked for a long time until they came to a large, dark cave. The entrance was wide and ominous, and a cold wind blew from within. Whisper shivered. "This is the Cave of Echoes," he said. "We must go through it to reach the heart of the forest. But be careful, the cave can be very confusing." Lily nodded and held up the light orb to guide their way. Inside, the cave was cold and damp. The walls were covered in strange, glowing moss, and the floor was uneven. Every sound they made echoed back at them, creating a haunting melody. As they walked, they heard a soft voice. "Who enters my cave?" it asked. Lily and Whisper stopped, looking around, but seeing no one. "I am Lily, and this is Whisper," she said. "We are here to protect the forest." A figure emerged from the shadows. It was a tall, slender creature with glowing eyes and a cloak made of mist. "I am the Echo Keeper," it said. "Many have come here, but few have left. Why should I let you pass?" Lily stepped forward bravely. "We have a crystal from the Guardian," she said, showing the glowing crystal. "We are here to help the forest." The Echo Keeper studied the crystal for a moment, then nodded. "Very well, you may pass, but you must solve the riddle of the cave." Lily felt a pang of fear, but nodded. "What is the riddle?" she asked. The Echo Keeper smiled. "Listen carefully. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" Lily thought hard. The cave was full of echoes, repeating their words. Then she realized the answer. "An echo!" she exclaimed. The Echo Keeper smiled. "Correct. You may pass." They continued through the cave, and soon they saw a light at the end. Stepping out, they found themselves in a beautiful, hidden valley. The air was warm, and the scent of flowers filled the air. In the center of the valley was a giant tree, even larger than the heart of the forest. "This is the tree of life," Whisper said in awe. "It is the source of all magic in the forest." Lily approached the tree. It was magnificent, with branches reaching up to the sky and roots spreading far and wide. She touched the trunk and felt a powerful energy coursing through her. "The tree is dying," Whisper said sadly. "We must save it." Lily looked around and saw small, dark creatures trying to gnaw at the tree's roots. "What are those?" she asked. "Those are the shadows," Whisper said. "They feed on the tree's magic." "We must stop them." Lily held up the crystal. "How can we stop them?" she asked. The crystal glowed brighter, and a beam of light shot out, hitting one of the shadows. The creature shrieked and disappeared. Lily aimed the crystal at the other shadows, and one by one, they vanished. The tree seemed to glow brighter. Lily felt a wave of relief. But then the ground shook, and a dark figure appeared. It was taller and more menacing than the shadows, with glowing red eyes. "I am the Dark One," it said. "You cannot stop me. The forest will be mine." Lily stood her ground. "We will protect the forest," she said firmly. The Dark One laughed and lunged at her. Lily held up the crystal, and a powerful beam of light shot out, hitting the Dark One. It screamed and tried to fight back, but the light was too strong. Finally, with a burst of light, the Dark One disappeared. The valley grew calm, and the tree glowed with renewed energy. Whisper smiled. "You did it, Lily. You saved the forest." Lily felt a wave of joy and relief. She looked at the crystal, now glowing softly. "We did it together," she said. As they left the valley, the forest seemed brighter and more alive. The trees swayed gently, and the air was filled with the sound of birds and the scent of flowers. Lily felt a deep sense of peace and accomplishment. When they reached the edge of the forest spirit's voice spoke again. "Thank you, Lily. You have saved the forest. The magic will remain strong because of your bravery and kindness." Lily smiled. "I will always protect the forest," she promised. As she walked back to her village, Lily felt a strong connection to the forest. She knew that she would always be a guardian of the magical forest, ready to protect it from any harm. And so, Lily's adventure in the mysterious forest came to an end, but her story would be told for generations, inspiring others to protect and cherish the magical world around them.